Breaking fucking news, y'all. Chivalry is fucking dead. Chivalry is dead.
Fellas, is chivalry dead?
Splitting the bill on a first date is don't care. Whoever asks the person out first, I feel like should pay. It doesn't matter, boy, girl, whatever. I just think if it's your idea, you ask someone out, you should be paying.
Has there been a new law that just passed that makes it illegal for guys to take girls out on dates?
Okay, so I'm genuinely curious. Is chivalry actually dead? Like, there's no more of the courting, no more dating, getting to know somebody, talking on the phone, like anything like that? It's just unsolicited pics from now on?
Y'all really be asking women to split the check on a first date?
Chivalry is dead, and women killed it.
Is anybody else just over this hookup culture? I'm online, I'm trying all these things. What happened to romance?
I think chivalry is dead, guys. Dead.
He should definitely be opening the rest.
So I've been reading through comments, and I have questions. Y'all really be asking women to split the check on a first date? I can't imagine. I think maybe twice ever, which you're gonna win in the short term. You're gonna lose in the long term. Because if a man asks me to split the check, I'm gonna say, you know what, baby boy, don't worry, I got it. And I'm gonna pay the whole check. And I'm gonna block your number. Because that's not marriage material to me. I can't raise a family with somebody that's afraid to spend $15 on dinner. Sorry, I said what I said. Like, what the?
This is what's wrong with men in America now. You're never supposed to let the woman walk on the outside next to the cars. Chivalry is dead.
That's so sweet, babe.
Shut the fuck up.
This is a PSA to all the men out there. If you go on a first date with someone and the girl politely offers to split the bill with you, don't say, okay. I'm traumatized. And I didn't even get dinner. Like, you couldn't buy me 2 margaritas? I'm starving right now. I'm about to Uber Eats McDonald's. You can buy me 2 margaritas? God.
Probably won't believe this. I mean, I'm still shocked, but there's still men out there who don't open doors for girls when getting into a restaurant, like on a date or something. And there's also men who don't open your car doors. So you get next to an Uber, you open the door, you want to get in, and then he makes you like scoot over so he can literally do zero effort. I mean, am I too old school, or you guys just have zero manners?
I thought men and women are the same. We are trying to fight for gender equality, so maybe you should open your own door. I never understood why I would need a man to open a door for me when I can do it myself. I don't need a man to do that for me, thanks. But I have hands. Why do women always expect to get treated like goddesses, but never treat guys like gods and do such things for him? Pretty sure if girls appreciated guys that did stuff like this, rather than chase after toxic guys, more guys would do this. Sometimes I stand there waiting for them to open the door for me, and then they open the door and go in first. I'm really confused on why she's offended, because we're the same now, and that man was just being fair and treating her as an equal. In fact, I think it's quite disrespectful of her for not opening the door for him. That man was probably in his soft guy era. All jokes aside, the saddest part of this is the women in the comments who wants to compete with men. They're so focused on competing with men, not realizing it's only going to make men not be chivalrous if nothing changes. If a woman wants to receive chivalrous acts, she must show you that she's worth it. The times aren't the same anymore. She has to earn her keep.
Dudes be pushing 40 and still not treating women right. Grow the fuck up, you're about to die.
Okay, so this is for all of my single over 30 people. Is anybody else just over this hookup culture? I mean, I get it. I'm online, I'm trying all these things, but like, what happened to romance? What happened to, a little bit of chivalry? Whatever happened to all of the nice things that men used to do instead of everyone asking us, what are you doing? Can I come through? Is there any real men out there at all?
Chivalry is dead, And women killed it. Feminism is here. Women are more educated than ever before. They're making their own money, but as a byproduct of them becoming more successful, they do have a little bit more of a masculine energy. You're not going to be successful in business by being passive and a pussy. You're going to need to be a little more masculine. And on top of that, women are having a bit more casual sex, which is fine. All power to you. But you just can't expect a man to be traditional, hold the door for you, treat you like a lady when you're no longer a traditional woman. It's bullshit. So guys adapted to this situation because, in reality, men haven't really changed. Women have.
Is chivalry dead, and who killed it?
I think chivalry is dead because women have not rewarded it. Women control, like, men's behavior, like you said. Like, if women didn't open their legs for a dude unless he was chivalrous, men would be chivalrous.
Correct.
Really simple. Because women will open their legs for a dude who's who's acting like a piece of shit, then that's what dudes will do. It's not that complicated.
Well, whatever is the matter? I thought that's what some women wanted, to be treated as equals to men. And that seems to be exactly what's going on here. Or did one not notice the men also standing around waiting for seats? Or is that part of the problem? Is it that some women only wanted to be treated as equals to men when it serves their purpose and benefits them, but if it doesn't, maybe they're wanting to just be treated better than men?
The combination of qualities expected of an ideal knight, especially courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and a readiness to help the weak. Chivalry is definitely dead because women killed it. Women got what they wanted, so don't complain because men stopped listening to you. I remember being pregnant on the train and no one offering me a seat. Man or woman even hiding behind papers to avoid eye contact so they didn't have to offer me a seat. I never wanted us to be equal. We have different roles, different bodies, and different types of endurance. Thankfully, my husband still gets my door for me. I looked after the kids, and he works. I'm from Texas. We say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and open doors. One time a woman yelled that I thought less of her for opening the door. I now make sure the door closes behind me. I don't offer anymore due to being insulted by the women for offering. Same with holding a door. Had so my grief that I can't be bothered anymore. I saw one guy offering his seat to a girl and she reply, "I have a boyfriend." With myself standing, I sat down instead and replied to her, "I have a boyfriend too." That woman should only be celebrating right now and not complaining. Her wish finally came true after so many years. They can finally enjoy the benefits of being a man. A man would have offered his seat to a woman years ago, but those times have changed. Women today are equal to men. So I don't understand why a man must give up his seat to a woman.
Has there been a new law that just passed that makes it illegal for guys to take girls out on dates? I feel like taking a girl out on a date, that etiquette has passed. I don't see anyone doing it anymore. I've literally had a guy pick me up and ask me, "What are we doing?" The fuck I look like? The encyclopedia? Bitch, you tell me. It's crazy out here.
I'm not saying you have to go out there and buy me a Chanel bag. $5 flower bouquet from Trader Joe's works just as great, but I think that a lot of these men overlook the little things and don't realize that those little things bring us women so much joy because it's not something that we get on a day-to-day basis, which is crazy.
I don't care what anybody says, but a guy should always be paying for dates. I already know the men are going to come in my comments crying and screaming. I don't care. If you're okay with splitting the bill, if you're okay with taking turns paying, if you're okay with being the one that's paying for most of the things, fine. That's on you, girl. But me, There are men out there who are literally paying for full-blown vacations for women, flying them out, paying for every single thing they could ever want. And you're going to let a man make you split on a first date?
Who should pay on the first date in your opinion?
Yeah, of course, the man, that's easy. The second one, I would say as a joke, hey, I paid for the first one. Come on.
If they keep paying and paying and paying.
Well, I wouldn't allow it. No. Like, I have my own money.
I think it's also good to just split the bill because it saves me money and the women want to pay.
Have you ever sent a woman a ticket?
Yeah, of course.
What was the smallest amount?
I think 5 or 10 euros maybe.
Would you ever pay for the guy?
Yeah, for sure.
On the first date?
No. Well, not on the first date. No.
If she likes you, then she'll pay for the second date.
Both of you or for herself?
Of both, of course. Yeah, of course.
If the man has to keep paying and paying for every date, that woman doesn't care about him enough to reciprocate the energy. Honestly, that relationship will not last very long. Women in the comments are attacking these men for knowing their worth, while at the same time showing what double standards in gender equality means.
Breaking fucking news, y'all. Chivalry is fucking dead. Chivalry is dead. Chivalry is dead. They don't give a fuck about us. Chivalry is dead. I'm walking out of the gym. And I'm like, I'm seeing this man behind me. He looked tired. I'm holding the door. He just walked through. I'm like, you think I'm trying to hold the door? This is not second grade. This is not giving like door attendant. No, you're supposed to get the door. He just walked through. The fuck?
Chivalry is dead.
Oh, it is for sure.
Yeah, he made me believe it wasn't, but you know what? Then we broke up, and now I think it's dead. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that's how it evolves.
Yeah, it's like I have just such a high standard. Even if I probably didn't date him, I would just have such a high standard, and just like no one can meet that. And you know what? I'm not willing to lower that standard for anyone.
Other day, I was walking out of my brother's apartment, and my hands were full. My mom was behind me, and her hands were full. And this guy walked out, and the door shut, and he saw us walking, and he was like, "Oh, ladies, let me help you." We're like, "We're fine." And he's like, "No." Went over, did his key fob, opened that door, opened the elevator door. And my mom said, "Thank you." He said, "Yes, ma'am." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like,
and in New York, they would just slam it in your face.
They wouldn't even think twice about you.
Nope. That's the South for you, baby.
I mean, just what a guy in general.
What a guy.
What guys, plural, just walking around here.
What a guy indeed. Those same nice guys these women wouldn't date. They would praise the way these men treat them, but in the end, they go for the chads.
Amount of men that I have seen here in London buying flowers, picking out Valentine's Day cards for their girls, for their women, for their men, whoever. I feel like it's not a thing in the US. Like, obviously Valentine's Day is a thing in the US, but genuinely there's men walking down the street with bouquets of flowers. It's so refreshing.
If a guy asks you out on a first date but then expects to split the bill with you, is that a deal breaker?
Hell no. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not splitting the bill whatsoever at all. Like, I don't think you should ask me on a date and try to split the bill. You're not my boyfriend. And even if you were my boyfriend, I have to be like, "Hey, babe, I got it today," but definitely not. No.
You need to earn that.
You have to earn it for sure. Yeah, you have to pay your way. He has to pay his way.
A man just dead ass waited outside a double glass door for me to walk through it and hold it open for him so that he could go through it. These Dallas men really ain't shit.
Fellas, is chivalry dead? I was in a laundry room and I went to go pick up my clothes from the dryers. Now this morning, my husband helped me before he left, and we had 3 baskets and he brought everything downstairs. But my husband's now out and he's hanging out with the grandkids. And so I go back to pick up my laundry. There's a man there, and I have 3 baskets. I take the first basket down. He's standing right by the door, and he doesn't even open the door for me. Matter of fact, he didn't even open the door for me when I was coming in. I had to open it with a key, and he just stood right there. So strange, right? I take the first basket up. I come back down. I have 2 baskets. I put them on top of each other, and I'm carrying the baskets. Now, I jimmied the door before I came in to keep it open so that I could just, use my hip to open the door and swing it open. But if I tell you this man didn't even raise an eyebrow, he just had his head down on his phone, which I found strange anyway, because typically you drop your stuff in the laundry room and you leave. You don't just kind of hang out. Maybe he was doing a quick dry. I don't know. I don't care. But he didn't even raise an eyebrow. He didn't ask me if I needed any help. He didn't even open the door. I know he saw me. I'm almost 6 feet tall and I walked right past him. There's no way you cannot see me. But it was just so strange to me. So fellas, is chivalry dead? Would you have offered to help a lady if you saw her in that situation? Let me know.
Standing on the train and look at all these men. What happened to giving up your seat for women? No man offered me a seat. Excuse me, are you going to get up?
What?
Are you going to get up?
Are you pregnant?
No.
Are you for equality?
Yes.
Then f*** off.
Best response ever. You can't have the best of both worlds. You wanted equality and you're being treated as equals. Can't just want equality when it suits you.
I haven't seen this, but I think I can already have an idea.
No, this is different than you think it's going to be. This is too much. Girlfriend got stuck.
Bail out. Just bail.
She got stuck. She didn't want to throw it.
Excuse me?
So now she's trying to get guys to come over and help her to lift that thing off her back. And I guarantee you there are guys that saw what was going on and were like, I'm staying out of this. I don't want to be in some video. I'm not getting involved. I'm approaching her, all that. And this is what I say about like feminism wrecking men, because your natural instinct as a man would just be like, let me go over and help this woman. Yeah. Right? Normal. You got to be afraid to do everything now. And I think that's why when people say the death of gentlemen and all this, women complain. I saw a video of a very prominent female figure being like, oh, all the good men are gone. I was like, well, you killed them. You killed whatever was inside of them that would have made them actually act like men. Guys are afraid to be men.
Yeah. Feminism has disincentivized men from being gentlemen.
I don't blame the men one bit for not going to her rescue. Because at that time, multiple men were getting cancelled on social media, being labelled as creeps and weirdos. They were only protecting themselves from the possibility of false allegations. The good thing is this woman came out unscathed at the end of the day. Do not ego squat at the gym.